So I can't tell if your sweatshirt is just super faded because you washed it too much, which
No.
can't be true because you have
Yeah.
4,000
I have
black
4,000.
sweatshirts. Okay, so you actually are wearing a different colored sweat. It's not black.
No, not black. I'm not robbing anybody today.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
So you only wear the black. So every
I'm,
other
I'm,
show you were
I
robbing people.
wear the. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I was going on a mission after
Taking a
the
break. Are you
show.
striking from the robbing or are you just taking a break?
Um, I don't feel like dealing with the legal ramifications of it these days.
Smart.
Yeah,
Hey
like
man, they say if you don't want to do the time, don't do the crime. Although that doesn't really matter in Colorado because they'll just let you out.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Colorado Show, the midweek lunch break that we oftentimes pretend is a serious show, but it's really not. It's just me
I
and
don't
Darren
even think
making
we
fun of stuff.
pretend to do that anymore. We know better.
Sometimes Karen pops in and she'll rant for a little bit about
White
how,
liberals. Yeah,
yeah, and the white liberals and their communism.
right.
Yeah,
Democratism.
democratism. Yeah. Yeah, so it's not, terribly serious. I mean, the stories are real. Stories we talk about are real. The opinions we hold about the stories are real.
Realistic.
We treat it with the level of seriousness and respect that it deserves, which is
Zero.
yeah, it's like you say it's like rock bottom, but you actually probably dig a little bit, and then down there you'll find the level of seriousness that the Colorado government deserves.
Shout out to Colorado.
It's my opinion. I think Car Confession Karen will join us here in a little bit. Sounded like she was gonna pop in unless she wrote back again and said she couldn't. I think
Now she says she's coming.
she'll make an appearance. Yeah, okay. She said she'll be here soon, so we'll see her. It's always exciting. Darren was not on our Thanksgiving show last week, so Karen and I
No, I was somewhere giving thanks.
struggled through without you.
You guys were fine. Look, just let Karen
You
get.
watched. You can watch. You don't know if we were
Just let.
fine.
Just look. All you need is Karen sitting in the driver's seat of a car in the parking lot somewhere, yelling at white liberals. This is it. That's the show. That's it. That's a whole show right there.
It's a good show.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn good show.
Quite
All right.
entertaining.
Well, before we get into it, because we got a bunch of stuff to unpack. Before we get into it, let's hear from a couple of our sponsors, and we will be right back.
If you haven't noticed, gold has reached a new high, all-time highs actually, and keeps going up every day. Why is that? It's because precious metals are a long-time historical store of value. And if you own a portfolio and you have assets in the fiat currencies, i.e. stocks, bonds, cash, or whatever, you're vulnerable to hyperinflation, which is coming as our debt explodes another trillion every 90 days. It's really scary. So how do you protect yourself? Go to Advisor Metals. If you look on any of our CDM.press sites, about halfway down, there's an ad for Advisor Metals. Click on it, fill out the form for your contact info, and Ira Bishotsky will contact you and talk to you. It's an easy conversation. There's no sales pitch. He's completely verified by us. He has a regulatory background we've checked into. We've checked with his bankers. We've checked with his IRA custodians for metals, and we can highly recommend Advisor Metals and IRA. So go to Advisor Metals. If you call them directly, tell them we sent you at CDM, and he'll definitely take care of you. But protect your portfolio because you really need to. It's coming. Thank you.
I was going to play another ad after that one, but I want to pause and talk about that for a second. If you are in the market for heavy metals, get yourself some silver too, not just gold. Silver is ticking up to 59. It's looking like it's going to hit, and gold is over $4,200. So CDMmetals.com, and the guy on the ad is Todd Wood, who is the owner of CDM, owner of the Colorado Free Press. And check this out.
Todd Wood from CDM's Armed Forces Press. There's been a lot of reporting that, yes, it's about drugs in Venezuela, but also possibly about election fraud electronically. Do you have any comment on that? And also, are assets, we've heard that special operations aviation assets are exercising for direct action missions in that region. Can you confirm that at all?
On your first question, I would refer you to the State Department. I think they would probably be able to give you a better answer on that. But in terms of your second question, I can tell you that we are conducting training missions and exercises. We've got the forward aircraft carrier now that is down there in the Southcom region. And as I said, the Department's a planning organization. So a big part of that planning is doing trainings and make sure that we're ready at a moment's notice to protect our interests and to protect the American people from narco-terrorism.
Pretty awesome. Armed Forces Press, a CDM property, is in the Pentagon briefing room. And you see Todd there.
That's dope.
Well, it's cool. So we also have Jordan Conradson from Gateway Pundit was in there. I think Laura Loomer is in there as well. So they really are following through on their commitment to allow new media into the briefing rooms of the executive branch.
As they should, because legacy media sucks.
Well, obviously.
Nobody think about it. I don't understand
propaganda.
But I don't understand how people still how people still even allow them near happenings. You know what I mean? Like nobody watches them. It's like they're getting cooked. It's bad. It's really bad. And then I watched. It was funny. I watched Mark Levin snap on at some conference talking about how people need to be censored, like Nick Fuentes and all that, right? And I'm thinking to myself, like, and what's the alternative? Like you're already in the dumps as far as your ratings are concerned, and nobody's listening to Boomer Logic anymore. So, what's the alternative, sport?
Yeah, I think CDM plans to put folks in the White House as well. I don't think we have anybody in the White House briefing room yet, but we'll do soon. Here in Colorado, this is a pretty military-friendly state. We have a lot of veterans here, a lot of active duty folks here. Just to the south of me in Colorado Springs is the only county, El Paso County, home to 5 military commands. So if you are watching the Colorado show and that is an area of content that is interesting to you, you should grab yourself a CDM subscription and also follow Armed Forces Press, who, as we just talked about, is now in the briefing room at the Pentagon. Very cool.
Good.
Speaking of the Pentagon, are you, Todd was asking a question about the Venezuelan drug boat there. We've had Emerald Robinson and others, Patrick Byrne, and I think Alex Jones is putting it out today, talking about how the real story of the Venezuelan, Venezuela being surrounded by military is election related. Hi, Karen.
Hola, ¿cómo está? Since you're talking about Venezuela, please.
Muy bien, ¿y tú?
Hey, where's your you're not in the car today?
See.
Oh,
it's too damn cold. It's snowing.
Oh,
yeah, it
okay.
is. Oh, I forgot to mention that. It's snowing.
So you're saying you're better than the homeless people. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
I did that already.
I heard you. Don't try to explain it away. That's what you said.
Nope.
I heard it.
Nope. I just have a bigger cardboard box.
There you go.
with a piano and a stone fireplace.
Oh my God, do you love it? Do you love it?
It's gorgeous.
It's absolutely fabulous. Definitely the cat's meow.
I wish it was mine. It's quite a background.
It's cool. It's cool. StreamYard got some cool backgrounds,
I love it.
So, Karen, you missed it. We were just playing. Todd is in the Pentagon briefing room. Todd Wood from CDM, owner of CDM and Colorado Free Press. Yeah, for Armed Forces Press, they are now have their credentials and are in the Pentagon briefing room. So he was asking questions about Venezuela, and this is my question for you guys. I don't know if you've been following the narco terrorist, everybody losing their mind because apparently there were two cartel terrorists surviving, hanging off of one of the boats that got blown up.
People and they doubled back and killed them. Yeah.
Yeah. But I did Badlands Daily this morning with Brian, and we were talking about this, and we have been told, my whole life, y'all's whole lives, we've been told that we have to fight the bad guys and the terrorists everywhere else so that they don't come to the homeland. Right.
Okay.
We have to be the world's police. We have to have bases on every continent. We have to be up in everybody's business so that they don't come and attack the homeland. But now we got boats speeding with what I believe are chemical weapons. You talk about powdered fentanyl in the quantities that we've been talking about and seeing them discover, including here in Colorado, that storage unit that they found full of fentanyl.
They found a
These are
storage unit.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll find
yeah.
that in a second. Chemical weapons intended to kill Americans. That is what this is about. We got speedboats racing towards our coast with these chemical weapons. And you got Republicans like Rand Paul and others out here saying, hang on a second. Why don't we just arrest these people? We don't actually have to blow up their boats. The hell we don't.
Rand Paul is fake and gay.
Facts.
Right.
Now, here's my
Yeah.
thing. I'm gonna a moment of honesty. Is that okay?
Oh, please. Yeah.
Okay. So let me explain something to
Just a
y'all.
moment, though. You're only going to be honest for a moment, and then we're back to
That's
the
it. That's
huge.
it. Then we're back to
Got it.
lying. All right.
Okay.
Oh, good.
So,
You're a
let me tell you what's going on here, and we already know about the replacement apparatus that took place in the last 4 years, right? That included the killing of Americans, right? The goal is to replace all of the natives, whether it be FBAs, whether it be, first generation, whatever. It's to replace the American patriot with foreign influx, because to control the voting block, single party system, single party rule, one inflationary subservient mindset for the whole country. Well, you can only do that if you get rid of everybody. And where does this fentanyl thing typically affect? The rural areas, right? So, for a large part of it, of the opioid
here,
crisis.
so when you said that, I'm like, well, 16th
Yeah.
Street Mall is full of fentanyl zombies.
Yeah, a large portion of the opioid crisis hit rural America very, very,
Sure,
very
yeah.
hard. So I that's the goal. The goal is for all of y'all to go bye-bye. Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, this is an initiative to get rid of you, white man. Okay. That's the
Yeah,
goal.
so Darren, just to close the loop on this, because you hadn't heard about this story. So this is November 17th. DEA Rocky Mountain seizes record 1.7 million counterfeit fentanyl pills in Colorado, 6th largest U.S. pill seizure in history. This played out like a TV episode, like an episode of a TV show where a winning bidder legally bought a storage unit, and unbeknownst to them, the unit contained 1.7 million counterfeit fentanyl pills and another 12 kilograms of fentanyl powder. DEA Rocky Mountain Field Division Special Agent in charge, David Oleski. That is a hell of a title. DEA Rocky Mountain Field Division Special Agent in charge. That's too many words, guys.
Jesus.
Is there an
Yeah.
acronym for that? DEA.
Derm sack. Derm.
Yeah.
No.
There is no doubt many lives have been
Karen said no.
poison pills off the street. There is no question that level of fentanyl is intended to do harm to Americans.
The goal is to keep the goal is to make a nice new country for the foreign born. That's what it is. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah.
And
No.
they want
Y'all ever see that movie Gangs of New York?
Yep. Shit was
Yeah.
long as hell, number one.
It was a very
Right.
long. It was a very long film. That's a fair
You
point.
could have
Fair
gotten the whole story taken care of in the first hour.
Yep.
I think it's an excellent film, and if you have not seen it, you should check it out. But the concept of Native
Make
Americans
sure you
in
take a
that
nap
film is
before
kind
you
of
watch
where
it,
I'm
'cause
at.
that shit is long. Make sure you got a place to go to the bathroom.
Where the hell are you watching movies where you don't have a place to go to the bathroom?
I'm just letting you know. The shit was longer than Malcolm X. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, wow.
That shit was longer than Malcolm X.
Yeah, I mean, so the concept of Native Americans in the film Gangs of New York, and I think this is historically accurate, is native-born Americans, citizens, right? So from the descendants of the founding of our nation, not the indigenous peoples. That the term has been
It's the
has
settlers.
evolved
The settlers.
over time. Yeah. But movie takes place in kind of the Civil War era and
Post-Civil War.
pre and post. Yeah. Goes through in great detail the Tammany Hall saga, which way too Americans have no idea about. And it's mind-boggling when we hear things like election denialism is voter intimidation, or election denialism is a threat to democracy. Election denialism has happened since at least 1800 in the Thomas Jefferson election, but pretty much in every presidential election, there has been some
There's
faction of the
always some sore
population
loser. Yeah, there's
that
always sore
claimed
losers.
fraud. In the Tammany Hall days, they actually had quite the scheme. It was, it's just straight up organized crime running everything, including elections. But that can't happen now for some reason. Nobody can explain how it can't happen now. In fact, it does happen now. I could probably I know I can make the argument. I don't know if I can win the argument.
No, it can't
From a
happen now.
historical standpoint, let me finish my point. From a historical standpoint, I don't know if I can win the argument, but I can certainly make the argument that we're more corrupt than we've ever been.
It can't happen now because if it does, if there's a loud enough outrage to question it, it can get violent. That's why it can't happen.
Oh yeah. Well, this is like we can't say who the pedophiles are because it's a threat to national security.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe that. No, I truly believe that, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Because the people in charge of national security are the pedophiles, right?
Well, no, not even so much that. Look, I think it's bigger than that. This is you're dealing like Tucker Carlson said something crazy. It was wild, and I couldn't believe he said this. He said everybody knows he was Israeli intelligence. He's like, but why can't we say it? Like, think about it. Like, how much outrage? How outraged would a large, like, you have your normies, people that walk around and don't question things like we do, right? So, ignorance is bliss, right? So, but if, let's just say, for instance, they get hit, Thanos snap, all of a sudden they start questioning, like, who's Jeffrey really working for? And why do they have so much influence over here? As soon as look, you don't even need a majority to question it. As soon as you have 20 or 30% of people questioning it, you have a problem. You have a problem. That is a big problem. So I would say that it is a threat to national security. And then you got to think, Charlemagne said it is probably one of the only things I ever agree with him on. He said, you want to know why the Epstein files didn't come out? Mutually assured destruction.
Yeah.
He said, I know it sounds good to say, oh, the president's on this list and all that. He's like, quit lying to your fucking selves. He said, and he just might be on the list. He's like, but I know who I saw on those flight logs. Bill Clinton, Israeli officials, Prince Andrew, the royal family. He said, so whoever was in office, meaning the president, was going to have to deal with the backlash of that. You see what I'm saying? So I get it. I totally get it. I totally get it. You guys see they can, and you think. Look at the type of shit that our intelligence agency apparatus has done throughout the years, right? Throughout the last 100 years. You really believe that these fools just have a whole list sitting around? Like, hey, like, look, I've known drug dealers and killers throughout my life, right? These guys don't keep lists of people that they sell drugs to.
No,
like,
no, they do not.
Written, they just hit, or who they fronted a ounce to, like, Rodney owes me $1,000. Like, no, they're not keeping ledgers. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there's got to be some sort of ledger. You got a mass operation like that. You've got to have some sort of ledger.
No, the goal.
But I agree with you.
Ash, you're lying to yourself because the goal of intelligence is to be inconspicuous. They're not keeping no fucking lists around.
What's the point of the intelligence?
Not the
casualty. Man. Come on now, be for real.
They don't.
Like everybody's sitting around here. And here's the thing:
it could be in code. It's got to be some sort of ledger, though. If you're operating at scale, nobody can keep that shit in their head.
Who's gonna give you the code? Be for real. Look, you know how hard we had to fight for codes for infinite lives on Mario? Get the fuck out of here. Nobody giving you no code.
Are you kidding me right now?
We had to go buy GamePro.
That's your baseline? Infinite lives on Mario?
We had to go buy GamePro magazines to get cheat codes for video games. You think the CIA and the intelligence apparatus is keeping codes around for you, normies?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Not keeping codes around and not keeping the very clear so-and-so did this crime on this day, but there must be some sort of ledger. Every criminal enterprise has a separate set of books.
Bullshit. Willie Falcone was one of the biggest drug traffickers down here in Miami. That motherfucker ain't had no ledger. No ledger. Hold on. And he built South Beach. So
the less they know, the better. Yeah, I don't know that. He did? Oh,
man, yo,
really?
Look, let me tell you something. All of South Beach and all of Fort Lauderdale Beach was built with cocaine.
Right.
Okay.
And who's going to snitch? Who's going to be a snitch?
Whoever wants to die.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well,
Pretty
that's
much.
true across the criminal
Don't
underworld.
snitch.
Yeah.
Snitches get stitches
Snitches get
and
stitches.
switches.
So what do you guys make of then which I do not believe in, just for the record. I'm gonna put it out there to begin with. The secret closet they found in the FBI with the burn bags of all the evidence of all the crime in, which to me reads like the magic suitcase of 9/11, right? The one suitcase that didn't make it on the plane that had all of the plans and passports and all the pictures of the past. Yeah.
Yeah, I think let me tell you something. I told you, you're not getting this list. Okay. You're not getting any info. Like, everybody stop lying. Like I said, it's bullshit. You're not getting a damn thing. And when we find out about whoever was doing all these people to be dead already. Right? Look how long it took us to figure out get the JFK shit.
So is it your position that evil is winning, Darren?
Evil is winning. Evil is winning.
In that regard, yeah. In that regard,
yes.
Because they know to a degree. Why do you think these Democrats were so gung-ho with this? Release the files. And it's like, Negro, you own the files. You in the you know you are. But you know the mutually assured destruction thing. Hillary said in 2016, if she gets caught, she's taking everybody down with it.
That's a fact.
Love it.
Everybody. You all going down. So you can't tell on him because your ass was there too. It's just that's why we don't know now. I doubt that we'll ever know. And even if people know, then what
you gonna do about it? Yeah.
Discovery. And what are we gonna do about it? Do you really the mind cannot handle the absolute utter evil of what has taken place with these individuals allegedly, you know what I'm saying? I want names. Well, what are you going to do? You're going to get more clicks on your channel. I mean,
that's it. That's all it is.
What are you going to do?
That is 100% what it's about. It is the outrage.
Real quick. Y'all see that movie Law Abiding Citizen?
No.
With Jamie Foxx?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Jamie Foxx is a prosecutor there's a guy whose family got murdered and slaughtered and sexually abused in front of him while he was tied up by burglars, right? In the suburbs. Okay. It's crazy. Jamie Foxx is the prosecutor of these guys. One of them gets off, the other one goes to prison. They basically just skated, right? And because there was somebody else that he wanted personally. Well, the guy whose family that this happened to, he takes the next few years as Jamie Foxx climbs the ranks in politics. He becomes like the mayor, right? Or the governor, something like that. Now, this guy has been plotting for years how to enact his revenge on the entire system and the individuals that got off scot-free, right? Now, Jamie Foxx is like this guy kills the rapists / burglars, goes to prison on purpose for it, but people don't know that he's part of the intelligence apparatus this whole time. So he's killing off everybody from prison. You got to see the movie, right? But so now Jamie Foxx is spooked. Jamie Foxx and his whole cabinet are spooked. So they go. I remember there's a scene in the alley where somebody in his cabinet goes and talks to somebody, and they're like, "Who are we going to go talk to?" He said, "Somebody who does some real nasty shit to make sure we live the American dream." That right there tells you everything you need to know. We're not supposed to know everything.
So can we achieve? So you're talking about the necessity of corruption, essentially.
It's inescapable. Yeah.
Well, so sure, we've lived that for our whole lives, and generations before us. Certainly, that is the way of the world, and certainly that is the way of American politics. Does it have to stay that way? And I'm not talking about utopia. I'm not talking about curing sin. I'm talking about tolerating public corruption to the levels that we tolerate it today for some ephemeral assertion about national security. We can't tell you who the pedophiles are because it's a threat to national security for everybody to know that their leaders are pedophiles. I read that assertion. Might not be true, but that's how I read it.
You're wrong, though. And I'm going to tell you why I think you're wrong. Because I don't think it's the leaders that are the pedophiles. I think it's the individuals with a whole lot of money and a whole lot of power that these leaders need to fund their
Why not
operation.
both?
I don't believe that.
You got to compromise your leaders, though. If you're a criminal enterprise, you've got to have the people that actually have the on paper power. Even though you can manipulate and bribe and blackmail and do whatever you want to those people, you've got to have, you've got to have the blackmail material. You've got to have the compromise.
Bill Gates just denounced climate change. What you talking about?
That's amazing. That is amazing. But it's only because he's decided he can get his same genocidal ends the other way, another way, right? Okay, we'll do vaccines. We'll do vaccines instead of climate shit. Either way, we're killing off a big punch of the.
And guess what? He's gonna get one of these on his shoulder again. Okay, like Bill, we know what's going on. We got it all. Okay,
why aren't we locking?
We saw you watching Blue's Clues. Okay. So, dude, get back into the press and say that vaccines are bad this week. You better make it happen. I'm telling you, they got them. They got these guys by the balls.
So, what does that mean for your evil is winning assertion?
Evil, it's kind of like evil is being used as a tool to get what you want, right? It's kind of like, now, do I approve of it? No, I think everything should just be cool. Like life is a lot easier than what I think these people are making. You know what I mean? I think we complicate shit. Yeah. Because we're just fucking bored, and we're privileged Americans. We ain't got shit else to do. So, yeah. So I believe that this is going to continue. This is going to continue until a full on delineation from foreign affairs occurs, which ain't going to happen with the last of the boomer generation is almost out of here. So it's coming. Yeah, it's coming. Like the old school way of thinking is about to be up out of here. I told people they better be very, very afraid of Nick Fuentes.
So, yesterday, Brian and I finished this book. Well, this is the next one we're doing. Smedley Butler's War is a Racket. It's going to be fun. But the fourth turning we just finished yesterday. It is an excellent book, and everybody should read it. But the reason I bring it up is specifically to your comment about the boomers. It's not really their fault. When you look at what has happened throughout the past saeculum, which my position is that it was hijacked. So the premise of the fourth turning is that there are seasons to human existence, and every 80 to 100 years, humanity goes through one full turning of the four seasons of humanity, which is referred to as a saeculum. And the book was written in 1997, posited that we were heading into a fourth turning, which is known as a crisis era. So basically suggesting that the past 20 years have been a crisis era for us. Holds up, right? That definitely, you start with 9/11. I think it probably began in 9/11. Other people suggest it began at the 2008 financial crisis. Pick your poison, but certainly the past couple of decades have been a crisis era for Americans, and we've had a front row seat to a lot of that. My position on this is that if that's true, and they document in the book the past 7 saeculums, so the past 700 years of human history, and what the generations looked like in each season of life, each quarter turn within the 100 years. If you knew that, if that was true, and it was as predictable, this is in ancient cultures, in Native American cultures, there's concepts of this circular time kind of concept. So it's not brand new thinking in 1997, right? It's building upon what the historical record says and what kind of the philosophical records say about, or the thought throughout the ages says about human existence. If it is as predictable as the generational archetypes and the turnings happen in the way that they do, if it is that predictable, then it would be, if you had kind of a global central planning apparatus, would be able to be hijacked. Mm-hmm. And I think it was. When you look at the claim that the last saeculum began post World War II, so 1947, the Kingdom of Prussia dissolved, rebuilt itself, kind of reinvented itself as the Prussiagate guys say, the army that controls nations. It's not a nation with an army, it's an army that controls nations. Reinvented itself after its kingdom dissolved in global banking and global corporations. Fair facts. I think that's true. And you look at if that's the high, right? The post-crisis era high. So World War II ends, the crisis is over. You're into a high era. Everything's looking great. We're entering a new saculum of human existence. But you have this global central planning apparatus that is able to manipulate and hijack it. Edward Bernays wrote Propaganda in 1928, which posits the same thing. So to me, it was hijacked. I think that the past 100 years have been hijacked, and humanity has been manipulated through its normal seasons and generational archetypes, has been manipulated to kind of lead to this globalist nightmare that we're living now.
Because humans are retarded. Okay. And us in the West, we're some of the most retardedest of the retardos.
Apathetic. Yeah.
We're
comfort
retarded.
driven.
No, we're absolutely fucking retarded. And because you gotta think, what kind of individual says, wow, look at how they're living over there in that third world country.
Now we should be more like them.
You should bring more of them here.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
Bring them all in.
You're fucking retarded.
Like Minnesota.
Yeah, like. But see, wasn't that Obama that brought them on here?
Yeah.
Well, it's been ongoing. But did you hear what Kristi Noem said yesterday about Minnesota?
50-something%. Shit.
50% of the visas are fraudulent.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I watched
50%.
Hey, Karen, I know you be on TikTok. I know you saw that lady that was talking about how she said they talk about all these autism cases over there in Little Mogadishu, but she was like, "Have you looked at these motherfuckers?" She was like, "They might be autistic, but they all have sex with their cousins and sisters and shit."
Well, I mean, there's
like,
that.
They might be. Like, she said, "I wouldn't put it past them."
They do marry and have sex with their first cousins, and it's customary in
what
their
about Brusbins?
Brusbins is insane.
They qualify.
Brusbin is legit.
You came up with that word? That was great. That was good.
Maybe that's how it started.
I've been saying Brusbin for years.
That is awesome.
Maybe that's how it started, with a couple of three of them with their little their little jacked up ass kids.
Make our gene pool great again.
We get ready to do some more pirate shit.
Little sister.
It's really gross.
Yeah.
Do it with the accent again, though.
That's why we don't need them here. They're useless.
Not good.
Yeah.
So here's the fun fact. If you are a naturalized citizen, which Mrs. Brusbin became when she was 17 years old, if you are a naturalized citizen and you participate in immigration fraud, you can lose your citizenship.
That's good.
Which should happen to every naturalized citizen in the state of Minnesota that enabled the fraud of immigration fraud in that state. The 50% of visas are fraud.
Yep.
Every naturalized citizen that enabled, blocked, and tackled for, participated in that fraudulent scheme should be stripped of their citizenship and sent back to fucking Somalia.
Can I be honest with you? I'm gonna drop a jewel on y'all right now. I'm gonna tell you why I think this. Once all these judges get the hell out the way, and this deportation efforts can really be fully on blast. Because I think doesn't the Big Beautiful Bill kick in like January?
Yep, 1 January.
Yeah,
Big,
so
beautiful, bodacious bill.
10,000 more ICE agents and all that. I think they need to. They're gonna go on steroids. If I'm thinking correctly, they're gonna go on steroids, because I heard Tom Homan say, like, this is like,
that's why they ain't saying nothing now. They're just sitting back going, yeah, baby.
So, and I'm gonna tell you why this is bigger than immigration. This also has to do with the level of automation that we're about to experience, right?
Sure.
And you're not gonna be able to fulfill the needs of people that really don't need to be here, as well as American citizens, right? So I heard Elon say that we're not going to, in the next 20 years, having a job will be elective. You know what I mean? It won't even be needed. Now, I know that there's a there's a concern of how the lack of reproduction here, right?
Mhm.
Which I believe is going to be that problem is going to be alleviated with automation, right? Because people are going to have more time to make families. People are going to have more time to be together and all that. Is there a level of socialism involved with that? Absolutely.
It's
But when
fucking
you
communism, man.
but
And
hold
this
on,
is like, I don't,
hold on. But
all
when you can
right.
build, when you
Finish
can
your,
build, but when you can build a house,
finish
when
your
you
manifesto and then we'll talk
when you
about it.
can build a house with a 3D printer and alleviate homelessness and shelter insecurity, that's a good thing, right?
Mhm.
I don't think that that's a bad. I don't think that that's bad at all. That includes veterans. That includes
Mm-hmm.
people that are downtrodden, people doing the Thriller in the middle of Denver. Okay, they're going to be under shelter finally. So that'll give people more time to reproduce. So I think they're not concerned about that right now because it's going to enable it's going to inescapably be fixed. That's what I believe. So they got to go. All these people got to go.
It's adorable.
We
They
don't
got
need
to
them
go.
here.
We
They
don't need
are
them.
Yeah,
sucking
no, I
You're
agree
not
with
going to need
you.
them.
I
Only
agree with
2%
you
of them
on
are
getting
doing
rid
farm
of
work.
fuck off,
all of them.
foreigners. Get out. I 100% agree
All
with
of
you.
them,
100% agree with you.
not just the
This
violent ones.
future utopian
All.
future of abundance, you're not going to have to work. You're just going to be able to relax on your farm and, teach making handcrafted goods. Darren can teach people how to buy hoodies in bulk and, all
Yes.
the things. That is a communist utopian promise that is being used to get people to comply.
Well, then,
And what are we
what's the
complying? No,
alternative?
you let me
What's
finish
the
now.
alternative?
You let me finish now.
All right,
What
go
are
ahead.
we complying with when we're being told by Elon it's going to be super great? Energy is going to be abundance. Money is not really going to exist anymore except in digital form. It's going to be fucking fantastic. What are we complying with? Well,
No,
we're
he's saying
complying
no
with
money. He's
we're
saying no
complying.
money.
So, yeah, okay. So what are we complying with in buying into that future and allowing it to progress without pushing back on it? We're buying into the great fucking reset. It is
Right.
the great reset. It is the techno-driven future dystopia that all
Yeah.
of us were fighting against when Joe Biden was the president, but now all of a sudden it's fine. And
There's no
not
way around it.
actually.
Ash, you're not going to be able to fight it. There's no way around it.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Now, here's the thing. Unless you're going to go full on,
Brave New World or 1984, which
hold
one
on,
you bullish on?
listen. I'm not saying that any of this is
Or
going to be.
Westworld. We could be
I'm
going
not
Westworld.
saying any of this is going to be
Westworld.
perfect. But what I'm saying is, it's what is it? What did the cashier say that one time? It's above me now.
Mhm.
Like he ain't gonna be able to do shit about it. Nothing.
Yeah,
You're not,
it's a super huge disappointment that everybody who was fighting against the Great Reset is now super bullish on it because
I'm not. No,
there's a
I'm bullish
different
on the
party in
housing.
charge of the fake illegitimate government.
I'm bullish on the housing aspect. I think that's great. I think. Look, have you ever driven down the Florida Turnpike?
Mm-mm.
I know you have, Ash. Right?
Years ago, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Drive down the Florida Turnpike. Look left and look right. Right. You know what you're gonna see? Absolutely nothing. You want to know why? Because there's so much land. There's absolutely no reason for anybody to not have housing. No veterans should be on the street at all. Period. There's so much land. Now, what we don't I understand why Trump went over to the Middle East to talk to the Saudis and all them because energy is a must. We gotta drill as much as possible. Like with these data centers and all that. That's another thing. All you young men watching this right now, if you're not in a trade or HVAC or something like that, you're missing out on a whole lot of fucking bread.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know what I'm saying?
HVAC's a big one. Yeah.
What? HVAC, plumbing, all of that. Electricians, welding. Yep.
Mhm.
Those are the trades, hand skilled trades, right? Now,
Yes.
what I'm
We're going
saying
back
is
to
there's no reason for anybody in this country to not have a roof over their heads. Bottom line. I have a very big problem with that. There's no reason why I should be able to drive through a city and see poverty. Hold on.
Possessions.
No, I'm dead serious. You shouldn't be able to
Darren
drive through
is
downtown.
Marxist now.
I'm not Marxist. I have a problem with paying
No
taxes and that not
greater
going to that.
hunger.
That's the problem. I have a problem with people paying taxes and it not going to that. But these idiots, now here's the thing. You got a credit score, right, Karen?
Do what?
You have a credit score, right?
Yeah.
What about you, Ash? You got a credit score?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. Now, all these dickheads in Washington, these people can run up a $37 trillion debt. What's their credit score?
No, it's the country's. It's the country's credit score, which is why we've been downgraded, why our credit has been downgraded by Moody's and other as a nation, because they're running on our credit.
Yeah, but we can still keep printing it.
Now they're promising an abundant future where energy is abundant. We're going to 3D print houses and nobody's going to have to work. And everybody's like, yeah, that sounds great. Let's give them whatever they want so they can do that. The same people who have defrauded us for decades, who now we're all bullish on what they're going to do with the great fucking reset.
It doesn't matter whether you're bullish or not. It's happening.
I guess.
There's no way around it. There's no way around it. I'm telling you. Telling you.
I mean, that is the way that we get everybody to comply. Just tell them there's no other way. Tell them they have to buy in.
I mean,
suck it up, bend over, and take the great reset because it's happening.
There's always free will. You can do it like Power said. I want to go live in the middle of nowhere, but yet and still, Power still participates in commerce.
Right,
selling $200.
Motherfuckers on Twitter Spaces all the time.
Selling $200 hoodies.
You're not off grid if you're on Twitter Spaces.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you're selling $200 hoodies, hold on, it gets better. $200 hoodies that you have manufactured in China.
Okay.
Like, come on, dog. Come on, man. What are we doing here? Like, where's your real revolutionary spirit? Where's that revolutionary spirit that I keep hearing about in Twitter Spaces? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. People are full of it, bro.
I think that so naturally Nikki says you can always opt out and go live in a commune. Well, kind of what we're talking about here is making America a commune. That's what we're talking about. And I'm sorry, no. I will push back on this. I believe in the innovative spirit, the ability of the American people to build things. Elon Musk talking about future abundance in which UBI is necessary and automation and robotics and AI/ML are going to replace all of the need for human labor and all of these things. We're all just going to get to focus on what matters to us. Let me explain to you that the way that we got to having all of our American manufacturing outsourced to other nations is because the people here were sold, well, we're just going to move the low hanging fruit work. We're just going to move the low task stuff. And then you guys can all focus on the meaningful work. You can just focus on the things that are going to be super meaningful to your business. And it's going to be great because you're going to have better scale and your costs are going to be lower. And yeah, that worked for the global businesses, but you know who it fucked over? The American people. And the American people didn't get to focus on more meaningful work. They got to go stand in an unemployment line because foreigners took their fucking jobs in the name of abundance, in the name of it's going to be great, in the name of we're going to be able to do this and you're not going to have to worry about it. 15 years of that messaging and American manufacturing is gone. So save it with, but Elon says, I don't give a fuck what Elon says. The facts of what you're describing do not work because you can maybe solve banking. You can maybe solve global business for a period of time. You will not solve human nature. You will not solve the fact that
I got you. Now, here's my question to you. I just got through saying maybe a couple minutes ago that humans make shit way more difficult than it has to be, right? I don't know whether it's out of boredom, instinct, who the fuck knows. It all started with that damn bitch in the Garden of Eden eating that apple. Okay. Now look, I say that that green piece of paper is what gets y'all up every morning to go do what you got to do, so on and so forth, right?
Yep.
It is your incentive to get up and produce. Okay. Now, at what cost now? We have low birth rate. we got a bunch of radical feminists with bull rings in their noses that don't want to have children, which is what they're put here to do. Okay, we don't want
those slags procreating.
Hold on. We have a human, not a man or a woman. We have a human loneliness epidemic. Okay, yep. This is where we are. We're dying off now. Meanwhile, you go overseas and there's some of the poorest people on the planet. And these motherfuckers popping out babies like it's no tomorrow, right? Mm-hmm. Now, what is the alternative? If you could fix all of this, Ash, how would you do it? Go.
I would dissolve the federal government. down to its studs. I would put the branches of the federal government back in their constitutional boxes. I would make America fully isolationist for at least a period of 10 years. I would prosecute everybody that got us to this point. I think that the justice phase is the most important thing. We are going to prevent this from happening again. There must be accountability for how it happened now. There must be accountability for the people who have been defrauding the American people. And I'm talking about the people in Washington. I'm talking about the people in our state capitals, the people in seats of power who operate with our consent through fake stolen fucking elections. Those people who have taken the public trust and manipulated it to enrich themselves at the expense of our nation. We will not have a golden age until there is accountability. We cannot get to solutions until we address the actual problem. And the problem is that we have 98% in my opinion, based on the information available, fucking criminals sitting in positions of power, wielding that power, and now promising people new things. And people are like, oh yeah, I guess they're telling the truth now. I guess these people that steal elections and steal our money and wave foreign fucking flags on the floor of the House of Representatives, I guess they're telling us the truth now because they're promising us a future of abundance.
Guess what, Ash? Guess what? Here's the funny thing. Those people ain't your problem. You know who your problem is? All the individuals that are going to acquesce to it.
I know, like you. You're fucking cheering for it right now.
I'm not cheering.
That's why I'm so mad. Because you're like, oh yeah, it'll be great. Elon said.
I'm cheering for housing. I'm okay with that. We should have been built housing. There should be nobody homeless in this country. Period. Okay. Karen's.
But why hold on. Is it because we haven't paid? Is it because we haven't had that solution, Darren? Why do we have a homeless problem? Why do we have a homeless problem in this country, Darren? Is it because we haven't put enough money into homelessness? Is it because we haven't put enough money into the housing sector?
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Because we have individuals that consistently keep funding the monster that perpetuates this homelessness problem. Now, see, like I said,
because of corruption.
Hold on. Those monsters and those even the corrupt monsters those lizards at the top, they're not your problem. It's everybody else that's your problem because they don't give a fuck.
It's not that they don't get. I think a lot of them don't give a fuck, but also there's a significant portion of them who are dependent on the corrupt system, but also the level of propaganda and brainwashing on the population. Nobody knows what's fucking real.
Hey, guess what?
Everybody's still cheering for Democrats and Republicans. Democrats and Republicans aren't real.
Yeah, it's bigger than that. Guess what, Ash? If we all collectively decided, everybody watching this stream, me, you, Karen, everybody in this country decided, you know what? Fuck the dollar. We're trading seashells. I guarantee you. Hold on. Wait. I guarantee you, if everybody said we collectively don't believe in that green piece of paper anymore, Walmart is taking seashells for television. That's a fact.
And consider the learning curve, the change curve that Bitcoin is on. Bitcoin has already proven itself to be at least a partial, if not a full solution to that problem you just mentioned. But the change curve of getting the mindset of the American people and people globally to that position where we could actually make that change and, Bitcoin becomes our seashells in your analogy, we're decades away from that with where the American mind is right now. And I would continue to argue that is because there has been no accountability for the people who have been lying. There is no accountability for the people who have been propagandizing and manipulating the people in the name of public trust.
Ash, accountability doesn't change hypnotism.
The fuck it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It absolutely does not. It absolutely does not. We watched, hold on. You want to know how I know that? Because because look at Trump derangement syndrome. That's hypnotism. You got names of people that have been to that pervert island, right? Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton, Bill Gates, and who else?
Let's
Reid
talk
Hoffman.
about something more tangible.
No, wait. This is an example. Reid Hoffman. All right. These are 4 individuals that can be touched. You see them all the time. You know where they at.
I don't touch them.
You know where they at. But hypnotism has you focused on Trump. See what I'm saying? Look how stupid we are. I told you, people here are retarded.
I'm going to give you a more tangible example because the Epstein files there's so much propaganda around that issue that it's so much storytelling, right? It's like a library of storytelling. Elections. After the 2020 election, about 30%, according to Rasmussen polling, it was a little bit less, said that they thought the elections were manipulated, right? Now, the level of propaganda, the level of storytelling to the American people to say safest and most secure, right? That was hard, a full court press from 2020 to now from all of the authoritative sources. However, now if you look at that number, it's I think it's surpassed 70% of the population believes that our elections are fake, or at least manipulated, and the outcomes are in question. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not fully fake like I do, but outcomes in question. That is because those people saw information that changed their minds. They were able to see the truth. When you look at the facts and it's laid out for you without all the emotional propaganda, without the headline news, without your authoritative sources and your favorite fucking pundit telling you what to think about something, when you look at the facts and the data, you're like, holy shit, we have to solve this problem. There must be accountability for this problem. That is swimming against what you're talking about. The issue of elections and people realizing that our elections need radical transformation in order to be real.
I get it. So what
that is over time, based on truth, changing hearts and minds.
So what
we
you're
can do that
saying is
without
so what you're
Elon and his
saying-
fucking
so what you're
magical
saying,
ride to
once
Mars.
So hold on. So once we change all the hearts and minds, now we got to figure out how to keep these people from being pussy. That's what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah.
bet.
Step 2,
got
man.
you.
Or we could
Good
just
luck with that.
acquiesce and ride along with it and get all excited about the future of
Even if
abundance
you don't
in which
acquiesce,
we're
you're
going to
still
be in
pussy.
fucking.
So, hold
I'm
on.
going to send
Even
your
if you
ass
don't-
to the
hold on.
Ministry
Even
of
if you-
Love.
Even if you don't approve of it, you still pussy. So now what? I don't like this, but I'm not going to do shit about it. Now what?
Yeah, that's the individual.
No, that's not individual. That is a population.
No, the I'm going to do something about it or I'm not going to do something about it is an individual choice.
That's a big individual. Like, show me Ash, let me tell you something. I get what you're saying. I totally understand. I enter and overstand what you're saying. But guess what? None of that matters if you pussy. That's period. That's it. I hear people talk shit all the time, right? Even when
You're moving the goalposts.
wait. Even when
I'm right on the substance of the argument. So now you're moving the goalposts too. We can't do anything about it because everybody's a pussy.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I told you my issue is the housing, right? And that green piece of paper is what keeps y'all doing what y'all doing. That's the energy that drives you to get up and perform. That is your whip. Okay? Period. Now, and hold on, that green piece of paper is the reason why you have women saying, I'm afraid to have children without being secure first, right? That green piece of paper that they keep printing and showing you that they can print it out like Monopoly money with no problem.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I still maintain that a lot of those women you're talking about, we don't want procreating.
It doesn't matter.
Because we don't, not only do we not want their genetics, but we don't want them nurturing
It's not just
children.
those women. It's a lot more than you believe. It's a lot more than you believe. Okay, but see, what I'm saying is, if you have a problem with it,
so what is your solution?
Wait. I have no solution, and neither do you. And neither do you.
I told you my solution.
No, but see, your solution
accountability now, justice phase now.
Accountability.
Every
is fine.
single one of them.
Ash. Accountability how? You're not gonna charge them. None of these people that we've been talking about for the past year and a half on this show have gone to jail. None of them. So what are you talking about? They're not going. They're not. I guarantee it. This is all theater.
I refuse to believe it.
No, listen. This is all theater. Okay. Bill Clinton his monkey ass should have been in jail a long time ago. Hillary, same thing. Barack Obama killed 6 Americans, killed a whole family, that was minding their own business. Where's the jail?
All right. So why then? We're going to bring this back around to Colorado, and let me pull up the article here.
Show me some handcuffs,
this will be our final story of the day. Karen's just entertained watching Darren. Karen, why, Darren, if you're correct and none of it matters, it's all theater.
It's all theater.
Why is it that A.G. Weiser here in Colorado, Dan Rubenstein here in Colorado, all of the Colorado County clerks except for one, only one has spoken out. Now I maintain that the CCCA is not the clerks, it's Matt Crane and his merry band of freaking consultants and PR firm members writing things and claiming it's for the clerks, but none of them are pushing back on it. So, maybe they do all believe that Tina Peters needs to stay in prison for 9 years out of fear of what she might say. Why is that important, Darren? If none of it matters and there will be no accountability, Why does that matter? Why do they
Here's
care?
the funny thing. Tina Peters is in jail, and you're looking at it in the wrong way, because the person that's in jail shouldn't be in jail. The individuals that put her there should be there. Your whole state should be
right. But why do they?
Hold on. Your whole state legislation should be in prison, but they're not.
Yeah,
because none of it matters. It's not going to happen.
Oh my dude, fucking black pill.
It's not.
You put on a gray hoodie and take a black pill.
We've seen too much. And the fact that, look, I understand what you're saying, Ash. I get it. These people,
I think we're in the middle of it. I don't think we're at the end stage of this. I think we're in the middle of it.
We're not in the middle of shit. This is theater, okay? You have people that have literally fucked children that are walking around free as a bird. Allegedly. Nobody going to prison. None of them. Reid Hoffman, his fat ass is still
He's under investigation now.
Reid, who gives a shit?
Well,
show me some handcuffs, dog.
So hang on a second. So you say no, investigations don't matter. The appropriate steps under the law don't matter towards getting us to accountability. What we need is full-blown extrajudicial, go in and round these people up, pull them out off the streets, and deal with the punishment of the people.
Hillary Clinton is still doing speaking engagements and getting paid for it. Are you fucking
you
serious?
think that's really Hillary Clinton?
Get the fuck out of here, Ash. I love you, but this ain't gonna work. You tripping. You are bugging.
But what is your solution is to follow fucking Elon to Mars and sacrifice all of our rights in the process. We don't have a role. No. It's all theater. Our job is just to eat popcorn and watch.
Ash, you have free will. You can do whatever the hell you want. You can participate or not.
Do.
You can do whatever you want. You can participate or not. But let me tell you, maybe make something very, very clear to you and the audience watching this right now. Ain't nobody going to prison. It's not happening. So you guys sitting around eating your popcorn. You guys sitting around eating your popcorn. Enjoy the low gas prices.
Tina Peters in prison.
That's what you're gonna get out of this. Low gas prices and
Steve Bannon went to prison. Peter Navarro went to prison.
You want to know why? Because they're more ruthless. You got people.
So only Republicans can go to prison? That's your position? Only Republicans can go to prison?
Republicans are pussy. So that's why ain't nobody going to prison. Democrats will put your ass in jail with no thought, without a second thought. But these fools, you got Mike Johnson. Well, we're investigating. Eat a dick.
I'm with you on that. Mike Johnson can eat a Johnson for sure.
Look, let me tell you something. Pam Bondi, she ain't as savage as Matt Gaetz would have been. Matt Gaetz would have thrown all these motherfuckers in prison. All of them.
Right. Let me just close out the story. Shout out to Elbert County Clerk Rhonda Braun for being the only clerk in the state of Colorado to stand up for the First Amendment. Rhonda is amazing, and we published her letter to Governor Polis on ColoradoFreePress.com. Karen, we're going to give you the last word.
I can hear Karen now. Everybody's pussy. Say it, Karen. Go ahead. Let them know.
Karen, who won?
Oh, the debate.
That was real. That was real shit.
You both had some very salient points, and I get black pill too, but I really think they're going to just kind of wait. It's so strange what we're experiencing right now.
You can't even explain it.
I do believe that there's going to be a point that these individuals have got that. As I have said on X and my social media, we need scalps. They know that there's the midterms coming up. And if you want us to vote for you, we need scalps. I don't want to sail into oblivion and just be comfortable having the nice drugs while everybody goes to Mars and the Earth turns to Tatooine. I'm not happy with that. I believe that especially with next year being the 250th anniversary of the United States, I do believe that there's going to be a point where we have got to be more involved, and we have to have a reason to be involved. They are going to have to show us some scalps, and we are in a season of disclosure right now. Things that we didn't know were happening underneath the water. We didn't know all these things were happening. We knew some corruption was going on, but we didn't know it was happening to this degree. Why do you think all this information is coming out now? It's getting people pissed off to the point where it's like, you know what? This is ridiculous. Democrats shouldn't even run for office at this point after what they have done to us. I want to file a domestic violence lawsuit against every official in this fucking for the last 4 years of domestic violence abuse against me. Because from what we saw, and now they're continuing to try to take everything away from us and tell us that we were crazy, we're election deniers, we're this, we're that. And they are continuing with their crimes. They are scared because, like Ash, you did say that if there was no reason to hope for scalps, why is it that these Colorado officials, including Jenna Griswold and her big ass, and these state officials and these so-called clerks, why are they so afraid of Tina Peters being taken out of their clutches of their stinky little booty fingers? Why did they want to keep her here so bad? It's like a cheating spouse. Why are you so afraid for me to look at your damn phone?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it taking?
I can't look at your phone.
Yeah,
the question you should be asking is why
Tina Peters has the copy of the phone.
So long. That's the question.
She has a copy of the phone with everything.
The question you should be asking is why does all this always take so long? That's the problem.
I know
that's when it becomes theater.
That's when it becomes theater. But guess what? At the end of the movie, we win.
Oh yeah, Judge Boasberg is still not impeached. This dickhead just told Congress to go suck his dick. So what do you tell him?
Let him keep committing the crimes, so he can't weasel out of it. And say, "Oh, this is just political theater."
Judge Boasberg told Jim Jordan to suck his dick from the back.
I know he did,
and nothing happened.
At some point, Nosferatu is going to have
y'all tripping, man.
Answer for all and what happens. The president wants the people to be more involved, and we're not there yet. He wants more. He wants the people to care more. It's like we're giving you all this information and y'all still ain't doing
power.
Nothing.
We're giving you the power back. What truly matters is not which party controls our government, but whether our government is controlled by the people. Today's ceremony has very special meaning because we are taking power from Washington, D.C. and giving it back to you, the people. The people have to take it, though. The people have to take the power and have to wield it. And that's the part that I get super frustrated about, is because people like Darren are like, oh, look, Elon's taking us to Mars. Let's run after that shiny fucking object and not take the power back and hold the people accountable.
I am too black for Mars and I'm not an attorney. Okay. So that ain't happening.
Black for Mars.
I'm not an attorney. So my thing is this.
Segregate you on the moon.
Hold on. Like, now, let me tell you how I would do things if I was President Trump, right? If you notice, we had a military recruitment, drastic decline during the last administration.
Oh, yeah.
Military recruitment.
Now it's way up.
It's way up beyond what I can actually recruit now. You know what I would do? I'm going full on guerrilla warfare. I'm tearing cities apart. I'm forcefully removing people. I'm not freaking asking no questions. Oh, he's a tyrant. You're damn right.
Right.
But guess what? We're gonna wait on these judges. Like,
we can definitely agree on that.
This is pussy shit. It's pussy shit.
Yeah.
If you want something done, you got to do it by force. There's only two things that people in the world understand: loss of life and loss of finances. That's it. Not everything else is just jibber jabber.
Well, or you can just keep people in this sort of in between, paralyzed in a state of fear, which is what they've done to us for a long time. Listen, Darren, that we can actually find common ground on that, because I don't think it would be super extrajudicial at this point. I think when you've proven that the mechanisms of power are illegitimate, and I think we have in droves proven that they are illegitimate, well, then they're illegitimate and they need to be ripped out by their fucking hair.
And Tish James,
we're gonna have to leave it there.
Tish James just committed mortgage fraud. This is easily, you can see this. This is in black and white.
They're gonna bring that back though.
And this heifer is still walking around eating bonbons.
Yeah,
freely.
Let's see what happens. Crazy. We're gonna see what happens. Make sure that you follow Karen at Real Karen Jean on X, Darren at GovRibs on X.
Yes. Governor Ribs.
And I'm at Ash in America on X, Ash with an E. We will be back next week for your midweek lunch breaks. Stay warm if you're in Colorado, because the snow is continuing to fall outside. If you're watching from Florida, well, you know, we're jealous because you guys can go to the beach and you're probably way warmer than we are. However, it feels more Christmassy here, so we win. And with that,
Yeah,
we
right.
will see you guys next week. Make sure that you hit the like button wherever you're watching us. And yeah, if you want more history, more Tita Peters reporting, you can head over to my Substack, ashinamerica.substack.com. I do America's 250th year update every single day. Started on July 5th, 2025, and will end on July 4th, 2026, which is our 250th birthday. It's going to be amazing. Also reporting on Tina Peters over there, and all of the stories that we meant to get to today but didn't because Darren and I decided to fight instead.
And
all of those stories are on ColoradoFreePress.com.
And tune in next week to hear another nigga hear a nigga make sense again.
Yeah, sure. Something like that.
Tune in.
Something like that. Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Cheers.
Bye.